Hello everyone, this is your host Vaibhav. I welcome all of you to today's session of Daily Talk, in which we are going to talk about one of the most important fund house, not only in the United States, but you can even count it from across the world because it manages more than 10 trillion US dollars in assets under management, and these sheer scale makes it a whole different animal because with this kind of funds at its disposal, it can transform many sectors, many things, many business opportunities and markets. The impact on the market is always going to be quite significant. Its earnings report came in a couple of days back, and in its earnings, we have seen that in terms of the quarter on quarter as well as terms of year on year, there has been growth. But if we then turn our gaze to the technical side of the story, that is the share price performance of the BlackRock over last couple of weeks, you will see that it has been tilted on the bearish side. It has been consolidating with the bearish bias, and then we have to try to figure out this divergence of rising revenues, rising net income, and declining, or you can say falling stock price, because things are more often than not supposed to go hand in hand. If the company is doing well, then its share market price is expected to rise, and that is a key relationship. But in case of BlackRock, we have these dynamics at play where there was quite a lot of growth early on, but in last couple of weeks the things have gone sideways, and now we have to consider the fundamental and technical aspects behind it. This is the first quarter fiscal year 2023-24. Sorry, not 23rd, 24th. It was released on April 12th of 2024. The first thing to look at is its EPS of US dollar 10.48, and this performance has been on back of growth on multiple counts. Its revenues, I have already mentioned the bottom line and the top line growth. But not only that, there has been fresh inflows of funds into the company over last few sessions, and its net inflow is quite solid. It has a record US dollar 10.5 trillion in assets under management, which is up US dollar 1.4 trillion in just the span of 12 months. Yeah, there has been 11% increase in the revenue, with growth contributing to the net income down the line. The EPS has gone up at a much rapid pace. The operating income is also on the higher side. Now, for figuring out what happened for the company's business, we have to look at its cash flow statement, and here it has condensed consolidated statement of income and supplemental information. In it, you can see that revenue for the quarter ended 31st March 2024, there was increase on most of the parameters, whether you compare it quarter on quarter or whether if you compare it year on year. Both these metrics are available with us. Now, for the first quarter of earnings report, we can always compare it with the prior figures. And in terms of year on year, there has been growth of 16%, where the revenue is on the higher side. And if we consider the Expenses are also up, but not as much as was the case a year back. With this rise in the net income as well as in the expenses have left us with this net income of US dollar 1.6 billion, which is significantly higher in year-on-year terms. For the same quarter ending 2023, there was net income of US dollar 1.17 billion, which is almost half a billion dollars less than what the company has made in the last quarter. For quarter on quarter comparison, we have to consider this December 31st, 2023 figure with the 3 months ended March 31st, 2024. In it, you can read the changes, and first we see the revenue. The revenue has not changed much. It has gone up from the same quarter of fiscal year 2023 to now 24 with the increase of US dollar 97 million. And then if we look at the expense has also gone up. This time around, there is operating income of almost US dollar 1.5 billion, but a year back things were quite different. For net income, we have seen continuous growth in last couple of sessions. If you have to consider the prior quarter's numbers, these are for the December 2023, and in it you can see that the net income is just little below US 1.5 billion now, and with these kind of numbers, we get quite confident that the company is on the right path, company is doing well, and in course of time, its shareholders' wealth only. It is going to reward the shareholders. For quarter-on-quarter comparison, the increase was of US dollar 134 million from what income, that is the net income company made in the prior quarter to now last quarter. This points to the stable scenario in the company's business operations, as there has been significant fund inflow over last 12 months and also in last 1 month. We have quite a lot of reasons to believe in the solid business footing of BlackRock Inc., and I feel that we should be trying to maximize the gains from this. For figuring out the opportunities in these state of divergence where there has been growth in top line as well as in the bottom line, but that doesn't seem to be translating much in the movement of the stock price of BlackRock Inc. Now, let us turn our gaze to the technical side of the story because we don't really have cash flow statement at hand, and there is not much to be gained by examining other points. So we straight away now start with this BlackRock Inc.'s share price performance over last couple of sessions. We are using the candlestick time period of hourly. So this is purely for the short-term analysis. In it, you can see from the top of 825 to now the low of 747, the BlackRock Inc. has seemingly lost more than 10 percentage point of its valuations, but that is not really likely to cast an impact from its long-term scenario, because for the long-term scenario we are going to increase the age and candlestick time period, and then we will carry out the comparison. Now in 1 hourly candlestick pattern, you can see that the slide has been continuous and it didn't really stop much till it made a fresh new low at 743.22 early in the day. In this kind of scenario, it's a bit difficult to trade and invest because we will have to go with the technical analysis and there is not much of an trading opportunity here in the BlackRock for next couple of sessions. If it holds the ground, if it doesn't really decline much and starts to show the signs of a sustainably moving on the higher side, that can be considered, but as long as it remains close to this immediate swing low, it is not going to be a good idea to go for a newer trade. Right now, it is better for us to simply go with the patient approach and adopt a wait and watch analysis for the BlackRock stock price. Changing it to the medium term, we can do that simply by changing the candlestick time period. Now I am utilizing daily as the candlestick time period. In it, you can see there is a sharp move from 840 to 740 happening over last couple of weeks. Now the question is whether the prior rally in which the BlackRock Inc. stock has rallied significantly over last couple of quarters is going to hold well or not. In that, I feel that the valuations were quite rich. We have already seen the growth happening in the share price of the BlackRock because the revenues, that is the top line, and the net profit, that is the bottom line, both are up. But here on the technical side, there is not much of a sense of optimism. These stock prices are trading close to the low, and even at the current juncture, it doesn't really seem to change. So, because of that, I feel from the medium term perspective, you will have to wait a while and then once you get a optimum entry and exit point with all things considered, you can think about initiating a new trade. But right now, as it has dropped below the prior swing low, but it is yet to confirm sustained bearishness. For that signal, we need to wait and then trade accordingly. From the long-term perspective, all we have to do is change the candlestick time frame to weekly. And in the longer term, we have seen these bullishness of the BlackRock Inc., which has helped its valuation rise significantly. And on these elevated levels, some profit booking can't really be ruled out. So I feel that decline seen in last couple of sessions is not really likely to impact its workings much. And as things stand, we have to see if the BlackRock Inc. stock is going to stop and hover close to 740, 750, or if it is going to continue to dip over next few weeks. For that, we will have to adopt a good risk reward ratio for any trading opportunity. I feel as long as the price holds above 700, we have fair chance of finding opportunity in the BlackRock Inc. stock price for further move on the higher side as the formation remains of higher high and higher low. So for BlackRock, the things are going to be a bit turbulent over next few sessions and afterwards, if it consolidates and holds close to the or above 700 mark, I feel there is going to be an excellent opportunity. So that's all from my side for today's session of daily stock, in which we consider the price action analysis of the BlackRock Inc. share price, and after that we have adopted a cautious approach while dealing with the movements in the BlackRock, and in this current scenario for BlackRock in new share opportunity to be found. I feel we need to give it time, maybe after a couple of weeks or a couple of months. As the clarity emerges, we can think about a newer trading opportunity. But for those who want a ready-made trading opportunity, I don't really feel that is now the right time. Maybe some other time, some other day, some other session, we might get a trade in opportunity. So that's all from my side for today's session of the daily stock, in which we have considered the technical as well as fundamental sides of the BlackRock Inc. And we are now going to wrap up the session for the day. Thank you all for joining in. If you have found the session informative and useful for your trading decisions, trading purpose, do write and subscribe to the channel. You will find equally interesting sessions being regularly done by other hosts as well. Now I'm done here with this BlackRock in share price analysis, and now it's time for me to sign off for the day. See you next time around. Till then, goodbye.